Molly Gambhir. A quick look first at the top stories making headlines. Taiwan detects 16 Chinese warships in waters around the island, one of the highest numbers this year as Beijing intensifies military pressure on Taipei. India's Union Cabinet approves the One Nation, One Election bill. The legislation is likely to be tabled in the current session of the Parliament. Russia says will definitely respond to a Ukrainian attack on a southern airfield using US-supplied ATACMS missiles. A Russian attack that struck two buildings in Ukraine's Zaporizhia region has killed 10 people, according to a new toll announced by the regional governor. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken lands in Jordan at the start of a crisis tour following the overthrow of the Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Suspense builds as President Emmanuel Macron is expected to name a new prime minister a week after MPs toppled the government. Elon Musk hits out at Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, says Trudeau is such an insufferable tool. Elon Musk's reaction comes after Justin Trudeau said Kamala Harris's loss in the U.S. presidential election was a setback for women's progress. The Swiss National Bank slashed its interest rate by 50 basis points today, its largest cut in nearly a decade. The reduction brings the policy rate down to 0.5%, the lowest since November 2022, as the bank aims to stay ahead of the global central bank rate cuts. Ukraine has reignited tensions by launching US-supplied long-range missiles at a Russian military airfield. This move comes as the conflict edges dangerously closer to further escalation. In fact, Russia has vowed a strong response after its military airfield in southern Russia was hit using US-supplied long-range missiles. The Russian Defense Ministry says that 6 Army Tactical Missile System or ATACMS weapons targeted a military airfield in a strategic port city in Rostov near the Azov Sea. In fact, Moscow says 2 missiles were intercepted by the Pantsir air defense system, while the rest were diverted using electronic warfare. While no casualties were reported, shrapnel caused minor damage to military vehicles and infrastructure. Russia has condemned the strike as a grave provocation, promising swift countermeasures. The ATACMS, produced by the U.S. defense giant Lockheed Martin, having a range of 300 kilometers, costing $1.5 million per piece. They are fired from M142 High Mobility Artillery Rocket System or HIMARS. Ukraine has previously used them against Russian-occupied territories, but the recent use on Russian soil marks a significant escalation. Last month, the Biden administration gave the green light to Ukrainian forces to use the ATACMS long-range missiles inside Russian territory. In response, Russia had ramped up its offensive, firing experimental hypersonic missile Oreshnik, which means hazel tree in Russian. Moscow claims the new missile is unstoppable by Western air defenses and has no equivalent anywhere in the world. President Putin had vowed retaliation for what he called an act of Western aggression. Putin said that he would target decision-making centers in Kiev. Now, U.S. officials say that Russia may soon target Ukraine with another of its new hypersonic or ballistic missiles. The conflict is showing no signs of abating, with each strike fueling an already volatile war.